the strongest.
Influencer yourself. Log into the game. It's like,
Be
hey,
very hyped and very happy to. The opening is very easy. Just try to balance both side lanes and then just control that. But then after that, it gets really, really tough when you want to really push and defend.
And talking about push and defend, there is a perfect hero for that purpose. Both Philippines and Indonesia got their hands on Hano. That is an insanely strong hero in this mode, capable of soloing out the entire lane. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go into the final match of our tri-national showdown here. Malaysia, Philippines, and Indonesia will duke it out. 2 ways to win. First, get the last hit on the enemy's crystal, whichever one on the map. Second, earn those command tokens. Get unto 100, hold for 90 seconds against the two teams, and then you may claim victory here. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it. You can already see Malaysia is going to be on the bottom left side of your screens. Remember that if you look at the mini-map, you will be able to see one team in blue and the other two teams in red, but that's only for you. Everyone else in-game can already see everything easily and clearly. You can see Team Malaysia right now trying to take on over there on the turrets of Team Philippines.
I mean, more of the teams coming in, especially Malaysia and also Indonesia, they're forming that 4v4, both against Philippines at the same time. It's more like an alliance that we see in this early game. And on towards the top side, it's just Zia and Garuda just like trading blows left and right. And First Blood already going over to the side of Indonesia in towards the top side.
Remember that just taking in the kills is going to be extremely important so you can collect more of those commander tokens. If you collect those commander tokens, then there's going to be very
and also Indonesia rivalry here in that specific lane.
When you analyze the hero picks in here, like, and you start thinking about like, okay, such a narrow space, what kind of hero do we want to have? I'm telling you that the Quay is gotta be one of the top options, right? It's gonna be really tough just to miss the hook in this very narrow area.
Yeah, perfectly agreed, right? And you can see how much pressure Mycophobia is actually putting. He just made a hook just now, so not the easiest one considering for the fact that Team Indonesia, they are pretty good at dodging, I would say.
But that's it, like, put some pressure onto your opponents, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's a matter of pace. If they're faster than the other opponents, then you're gonna have priority. And if they need to be thinking about not getting hooked, then that's gonna be hard. Look at that, the Tremor Smash coming in.
Yeah, Spar Tanker there. Look, Mamusa just entering the fray, getting back-to-back kills, picking up those commando tokens here, and with that kills coming in towards the bottom side, Malaysia putting so much pressure on towards the first tower of the side of Philippines.
Malaysia is with a very good start right now, but what we have seen in these 3 days as well, it's not about the way how you start, but it's actually the way how you finish the game. So we've seen a lot of teams just start very strong, but then after that just kind of dilute with the time.
Perfectly said, right? Like, we've seen before, like, okay, first team to hit 100, but if, let's say, the second and third team are trailing very closely in terms of score, you'll realize, like, oh, it's not gonna be that easy to hold for 90 seconds, and you will get immediately overtaken in terms of points. So, for Malaysia, if you want to keep inside of this tight scoreline, you gotta push further, get more of the score, make sure that you command a larger lead going into that first 100.
I just love how really focused Team Malaysia has been over here, like at the bottom side of the map, just to push onto Team Philippines, forcing them to go into the defense, just divert their focus from taking the coins. And as long as they do not take the tokens, that's going to be good for them. Right now, Team Malaysia with a very narrow but solid advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a 4 points advantage here. Still early on in towards the game until we pace on that first 100. But in terms of lane pressure, that bottom half of the map, already losing that first tower from the side of Team Philippines, that's definitely going to put pressure on towards them later on. You can see the very obvious alliance coming in from Malaysia and Indonesia. That top side has practically no one there, no one whatsoever, just minions brawling for a neutral wave. And on the other side, Indonesia and Malaysia just casually ganking up on Team Philippines.
I think that before the game, they just told each other, you know what? At the end of the day, you're second, I'm third. What about if we just gank on top on the first place? It's gonna be either you or me, but it cannot be them. That simple.
that simple, right? We can't allow Philippines to take over in the Indonesia region. I think that's definitely the discussion that both Team Malaysia and Team Indonesia actually had. But we can start to see both teams just slowing down the game pace here, picking up the farm that they really need. That's Zia damage coming in from Noelle. She's already level 17 on the Divine Enforcer right now.
Ooh, well, look at that. The Burning Spear arrow is going to come in. It's going to make a contact. And Agutu is going to be falling to that. Right now, Team Philippines trying to find a way how to get a little bit more oxygen because they're really being suffocated on both areas.
Yeah, bottom side as well. Just look at Team Malaysia. Where's the contention coming from the side of Team Philippines here? They're just getting bullied. They're just getting choked out slowly here. We see really just like 1v1s onto his top side, and a lot of these pressure coming in from Philippines. It's mainly being sandwiched by both teams.
Well, they have to be. Like, right now, Team Malaysia and Team Indonesia, they cannot let Team Philippines just take an easy win. An easy win is something that's not gonna work, it's not gonna go. Tremor Smash one more time, the annihilation comes in, but it's gonna be Hoi, the one that's gonna survive, but not for long enough.
Yeah, it's so difficult here. When you have 10 players versus 5, when you have a 2v1 scenario here, top side is on fire, bot side is on fire. The manpower distribution is just not enough coming in from Team Philippines here. And with that, you can start to see Malaysia climbing up the lead slowly here, currently leading with 33 command tokens against their significant others here, which is Indonesia and also Philippines.
But Sagi, imagine that you're the coach and you start seeing right now that you're being ganked on both ends. You're being ganked on the left, on the right. Like, you do not have priority in none of those lanes. What do you do?
What do? You find the perfect hook coming in from Makeophobia to remove Team Blast Market here. Very good one coming in, and he, although doesn't get out, at the very least you remove the tower pusher coming in from the side of Malaysia, giving you more room to breathe for late game here. You can smile now, but later on when they make a comeback with the Hano, maybe that's the potential comeback factor that Philippines really needs.
Right now, they just made the call. Both Team Malaysia and both Team Indonesia, 5v5 on both ends. They know that if they attack the same enemy at the same time, it's impossible for them to defend both angles properly. So in some moment, there's going to be a very, very big advantage coming in for one of them.
Yep, that's true here. You can see the strong wave clear coming in from the Garuda, Majestic Guardian. Those Wings of Judgment are starting to hurt pretty hard against the side of Malaysia here, just casually pushing them back. In terms of the overall scoreline, Philippines is slowly but surely trying to catch up with Malaysia and Indonesia, slowly inching to that halfway mark that we talk about.
But look at that, it's just not enough damage right now. It's gonna be the Hoi. As Hoi scales up, it is just such a dangerous hero in these narrow spaces.
Oh, talking about Hoi as well, for the side of Indonesia, they also have a strong Garo here. Surpai for Team Howcan, just casually lunging those spears into the faces of Philippines here. Bottom side turret once again falls. This is not looking good for Philippines at all. We might just see a full-on tower push coming in for the side of Malaysia and Indonesia, all the way to the crystal of the side of Philippines. You can see, what's Zia doing here? She's just casually split pushing here. Noelle is just like, hey, no one's taking this. It's a free buffet for me.
And I was been wanting to find a moment just to talk about that because Noelle's rotations have been really on point. Like every single time that everyone is just kind of like fighting, she's just cleaning wave and then just damaging the turret easily and on her own. Nobody's actually contesting her at any moment. Look at the mini-map and you can see her one more time just taking easy turret right over there for free.
She's playing like a Hansen, you know? It's like, although she's playing as Zia, the playstyle that I'm looking at is like a Hansen. But although she gets the turret, but the command tokens fall back into the hands of Team Indonesia's Garuda. So it's like you're doing work, but for your opponents here.
That is one thing that we need to be very careful about, right? Like, because the turrets are gonna give the tokens, but it's gonna be the tokens are gonna be for whoever that collects them.
Correct.
It does not mean that because you destroy the turret that they're gonna be yours immediately.
That's true, that's true. So when you make a kill, when you take a turret, please remember in Tri-National Clash or Showdown, you need to pick them up, then the points will be yours. Because Noelle, although she got 2 turrets, she didn't really get the points in towards the pockets here. We do see it engage coming in forward. It's on Team Malaysia here. They do make it a 1-4-1 onto the top side here. Momo-chan with the Mecha Brat already slamming down those turrets here. This 2v1, this is not looking fair. This is a 2v1. What can Team Philippines do?
I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna say it out loud. Team Philippines in these last 3 days, they've been having such great performances that they started just acting like they've already won this. And Team Indonesia and Team Malaysia took that personally.
I think it's definitely when Mikaphobia dropped that L from his pocket and it enraged both Malaysia and Indonesia to put down their grudge. And then they're now ganging up on them. You can see even towards this mid-game itself, both Indonesia and Malaysia, 56 and 61 in command tokens. They are already beyond that halfway mark. But check out Philippines, 46, still struggling. This is a difficult one.
But I'm telling you, for Team Malaysia, if they want to win this whole thing, the gap in match points that they need to have compared to the Philippines, it is gigantic. It is very, very big. Even if they were to be draw in terms of total points, the match point gap needs to be there for them. At least 40 match points difference.
40 match point difference is a lot right now. And we do see a complete ace going into the favor for Team Philippines against Malaysia. And with that ace, all the command tokens going into the pockets of Philippines, overtaking every single one in the standings. If they can combat this push coming in from Indonesia, they can potentially hold this important lead.
They need to support in here, right? They need to be able just to push in here. They have to wait. It's going to be really difficult. Team Indonesia is just going to gank onto them, so they are not able to actually take advantage of Team Malaysia not being here.
Woo, those scepters are hitting hard from the Indonesia Pi and also the Lars Haino here. This is the thing about Haino in Tri-National Showdown. Number 1, scepter stacks with more units. Number 2, you have the ability to rewind tower HP. So when enemies like, oh, I'm doing so well, I'm doing the best of I can to chunk out the turret, it's like, snap a finger, turns back to full health.
That is so annoying, man. I'm really sorry. I need to say it. It's so annoying. Just like when you actually think that you've got the objective, you got the target, and then it just respawns in front of your eyes. It's painful. Very, very painful.
It is really, really painful here. And we are inching slowly but surely into that closing point here. 71, 70, 71. So it comes down to whichever team can get the better team fight. If you can ace the other region, for example, just now we saw Chanosquad International acing Team Malaysia. Yeah. There were like, what, a 20, 15 point gap between the two teams. But because you ace them and everyone costs like about 3 tokens, 3 command tokens, gives you like 15 back immediately to your pockets if you pick them up.
Well, sadly, mathematically, Team Malaysia is out of the race for top dog, but it's gonna come down to Team Indonesia and Team Philippines. Whoever that takes the victory in here is going to be the champion of our Tri-National Showdown. So, Team Indonesia, Team Philippines, you need to go for it. Right now, Team Indonesia, they have the opportunity to really just take that dub.
Yeah, they have all it takes right now. We're slowly but surely inching here. Both teams playing very carefully. None of them are giving the other team an edge. No big team fights for the side of Team Chanosquad International. They have the competitive edge on that quaping. So they can keep fishing until they force one person out of Indonesia or Malaysia to be out of position. Then they force the fight. That's a pretty good pick coming in for the Team Philippines.
Oh, look at them. They're just ganking and they're waiting in the brush. They want to just lure them out, letting the wave go out of there just to see if they can flank them quickly in there. 74, 74, 73 points, man. Look at that. In this moment, we're fully equal.
Yeah, fully equal. And it comes down to the point where if no one dies and if no turret drops, there wouldn't be any form of command token increase for all 3 teams. So we need to see what kind of strategy that both teams have, because we're not in a stalemate. Both teams waiting for Chanosquad International to path out. But Chanosquad International is like, okay, top side we don't see anyone. In our own lane, we don't see anyone, so they're definitely camping for us. So they're like playing it chill, just chilling in front of their base, waiting for someone to make a misstep.
I'm telling now, nobody wants to move right now, but some, like you gotta admit that Team Malaysia with the super minions, they're gonna be very helpful to them. Be careful in there, they've gotta jump on you.
It's okay, good wave clear coming in from the Divine Enforcer there. Universal Law immediately clearing the entirety of the wave. So the rotation coming in from the side of Team Haokan, completely neutralized from the side of Team Gus.
We get to a moment where it has been like this already for a while. We're gonna hit the 16 minutes mark right now. I think that this is gonna be like the longest match that we've had in these 4 days. So we're already like in a different moment of the game. Like right now, nobody wants to make the mistake, and that's why very few things are happening. They're just letting the waves just clash, and then just waiting to see exactly who is going to just show a little bit of a mistake. One mistake, being aced, and that's gonna be it.
Ooh, that's the mistake they're talking about here. Good hook on towards the Malaysian Lian Po here. That is one kill in the side for Microphobia. He's definitely one of the MVPs that we need to highlight for the side of Team Channel International. He's been hitting mad hooks in this game.
Look at that, the flash comes in, but it's going to be the fireball in front of him that's going to stop him on his brakes.
It's not looking easy here. Hooks after hooks after hooks. First one landing on towards Team Malaysia. Two back-to-back ones landing on towards Team Indonesia. And with those command tokens landing in front of you, 10 more tokens, 10 more points going in the favor of Team Philippines already. 83-10 in lead against their opponents.
Look at that, Team Indonesia, they realize that they cannot beat Team Philippines in that specific spot, so they decide just to return and try to redirect themselves to try to attack onto Team Malaysia. They just need to win. It doesn't matter if it's against Team Philippines or if it is going to be against Team Malaysia. What Team Indonesia needs to do is just to get that last hit. As we are right now just approaching quickly the mark of the 100 points, Team Indonesia, they want to have a little bit more of an advantage.
I think teams have also been starting to shift up their strategy. They're like, okay, we can't really walk up and stand in these bushes when there is like a Quay and also like a Hano lurking around for Team Chanosquad International. So they're like, okay, enough with the PHMY collaboration. Let's break that bond and let's start pushing in side lanes here.
Look at that, the fight starts one more time. It's going to be Team Indonesia against Team Malaysia. It's going to be the Lian Po just tanking in so much damage. He's going to be able to survive to that, so there's not going to be no tokens available for Team Indonesia to collect.
Look at the gameplay coming in for Team Philippines. They're like, okay,
that's
they are
it.
having fun.
I'm not doing nothing.
I'm not doing nothing. I have the best defense in the game system, hypothetically. Garuda, Hano, Hoey, Marksman, and Angela, and then they have like a Quay. If like, you want to face check me, I'm gonna hook you inside, and those tokens are gonna fall in my own doorstep. So they're like, this is the farming simulator. We're just sitting here waiting for you guys to duke it out.
I'm telling you, man, like, even though this might be for a lot of people just like a show match, but for a lot of them right now, this is a matter of pride. And if Team Philippines decides to just play that strat right over there and they just camp around the crystal, well, so be it. It's a matter of trying to win at the end of the day.
And we see the Team Indonesia pulling off the aggression here, utilizing Mecha Brat's spells here to stun the turrets here. We see Travis Smash getting onto 3 different members coming in from the side of Team Haokan. That is 1 kill going in towards the favor of Team Malaysia, making it 2. And right now, they regain the lead in this tri-national showdown here. And with the blunder coming in from Team Indonesia, Chanosquad International take the lead, and they are pushing for yet another tower.
Oh, look at that. They decided just to stop camping, and then right now they're just pushing in with all of the gas that Team Gas has not had. Right now, Team Philippines are pushing forward at 100 kilometers per hour.
99, one more will separate them to the 100 score, and it will trigger the final showdown moment here. Team Indonesia fighting desperately, wanting to hold this final line. That turret is going solo, but on towards the crossback here. Delar, 1 versus 5 against the members of Team Malaysia here. They have already taken down Delar on towards the crossback here. It's a base race between the two teams. Indonesia is trying to defend the base against the Filipinos here, while Malaysia are going for that backdoor in towards that bottom lane.
This is Philippines against the world. This is Philippines against everyone right now, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. We are already over the 100 points, and that right now it's going to be 70 more seconds to see if they can hold.
They need to hold 60 seconds until Philippines claims victorious right now. Bottom side, we see Noel going in for the push. There is no sight of any single Philippines member alive to defend this final high ground. The turret is going so low. It depends who gets this last hit. Is it gonna be Philippines? Is it gonna be Malaysia? But Malaysia taking over the lead, and right now it's a 2v1 in favor of Philippines and Indonesia.
Oh, look at that. They started fighting against each other, and the crystal just being exposed in there. They need to be right now really focused. 27 seconds for a Philippines victory.
No, it's not, because the points, Malaysia has already overtaken that point lead right now. And already a 15 seconds countdown here. Not sure if this is correct. Malaysia is in a 2v1. They need to hold this and potentially
10 seconds.
override the storyline. It's so close.
It is so close, and if it is gonna end like this because of the point difference, it's gonna be Team Philippines that is gonna take the final dub. Look at that. It's gonna be Team Malaysia winning the game in here, but it's gonna be Team Philippines at the end. It's gonna take the crown, I believe.
2 points. Philippines needs 2 more points to regain the crown. The timer for Malaysia. Potentially still there is a solid 30 seconds. If they take the tower, then the points might be given over to the side of Team Philippines. So right now we see more of the tokens being picked up by the side of Malaysia here. They are 1 point in favor right now, 2v1. This is a 22-minute tri-national showdown game. None of the teams are giving an inch back to the enemy team. Beautiful triangle smash coming in from the Lianpo here. Getting an answering kill here is looking so close, but Team Philippines regaining the momentum, regaining the kills. They are looking to close it off with a 10-point score lead. All they need to do is hold for the next 15 to 30 seconds.
Now we're going to Philippines against the world one more time. Look at that. If you're not entertained, I don't know what else do you want from life. Look at this. It is coming and going in all different directions. The Philippines right now are trying to run away because it's the Indonesian team, the ones that they're on the attack right now, Sagi.
A beautiful knockup here coming in from Noah Ziliak here. Deep tokens, still not enough. 4 more. Team Philippines, they just need to hold it. Delar with a double kill here, silencing everyone, and Team Philippines claim the crown of the HOK Tri-National Showdown. Game number 4.
Game number 4 goes to Team Philippines. Look at that. Chanosquad International are going to be the winners of this Tri-National Showdown. Congratulations to Chanosquad International. And the gap in between them and the rest was so big.